So, the 2018 Australian Grand Prix. A race weekend which Lewis Hamilton bagged yet another pole position. However, this one was very, very dominant. We've already covered Singapore on the channel before. I'll leave that one linked in the top right. But this was also a lap in the same category. You know, Mercedes, Ferrari looked pretty similar all weekend, and then suddenly in Q3, bang, Hamilton dropped a lap which just moved the goalposts, set a new benchmark for everyone to try and beat. I'll leave the lap time on screen now, 1 minute 21.1, I believe 6.4. Insane, absolutely insane. A lap that, you know, made everyone's jaw drop and basically said, alright folks, that's all she wrote, that's pole for Lewis and there's nothing you can do about it. So we're going to try and beat that lap here today. We are driving the exact same car as the Singapore episode, and we are on the old version of Melbourne, Australia, Albert Park, as you can tell, which is taking a little bit of getting used to because the muscle memory has to change. There's certain corners which are completely different to what they used to be, and even the smallest, you know, changes, like for example, there's some corners which are mostly the same, but they've kind of simplified the apex, so the speed you carry is actually a bit lower. Like for example, a good example is the final two corners, which have been opened up a little bit more in real life, whereas in this older version they're a little bit tighter, so you have to go a bit slower and, you know, scrub off a bit more speed. So we're going to get into it. We're going to start off with a bank lap and see what we can do. The car is completely default stock settings. So guys, if you're going to enjoy, leave a like on the video. Let's try and smash over 1,000 likes, and also if you're new to the channel, then consider subscribing, as we are very close now, guys, to 100,000 subs. I mention it every video, but we're so close now, I can smell it, and I want to try and get there before the end of the year. So if you're new and you enjoy this content, please subscribe. It would massively help me out. Anyway, in the background we've taken care of the first sector, taking it a little bit cautiously as the car is stock right now in terms of settings. We've made no changes to it, so just trying to find where the limit is. The best time was set on the ultra softs. This is on the super soft, so we can go a step softer on the tyres, so that will also help us out. Bit of a moment there through the chicane as the car wants to get away from us. Now heading down the back straight, no DRS in this one. Chicane, 6th gear, trying to carry the speed through there. I reckon that will be a lot quicker once we make some changes. This one here is very different. You have to brake so much earlier than the real life version with the modern layout. That takes a bit of practice to retrain your brain. Missed the apex there a little bit. Another final corner, easy does it. Or penultimate corner, should I say. Now the final corner. There we go, DRS open and up to the line. 21.1 to beat, and it's going to be 24.2 as a starting point. Not bad. 3.1 seconds away. That's within the realm of what we can beat. Already a much better start than Singapore, which was not a good episode for us. But yeah, we'll try again. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, the car already feels insane with these ultra soft tyres on. We've made some adjustments, but not as many as you may think. I've just basically gone a step softer on the compound, so we are now on the softest available tyres for this weekend. We can go hyper softs, but they were not available for this race. And also brake bias towards the rear, and I've also reduced the fuel significantly. So now we're going to see a bit of an idea as to what we can do. So 100 meter board is the way to go. Turn 1, 5th gear, get the apex, get the power down. Easy on the back end on the exit as we open DRS. Turn 3, same again. 100 meter board is your friend. A bit of rear locking there, back end tried to snap away. Turn 4, clip that inside curb, use all the runoff. Slight bit of oversteer as we now head flat through 5 to close out sector 1. Turn 6, a lot slower than real life. Takes a bit of adapting to get used to, but we keep it within the track limits. Through the long right to turn 8. 100 meter board, your friend again. Rear locking, trying to get the car to snap away, and we lose it on the exit. So we'll try and run that one back again. Hopefully have a bit of a smoother lap. Yeah, this has been a very good lap so far. Really clean. Braking a little bit earlier. I broke myself a little bit last time. There we go, that's more like it. Slight correction, but keeping it clean. Now we're going to carry some speed through here. Let's see how fast we can go. Oh yeah, second one's flat. First one I can probably cut a bit more. Brake at about 100 meters. Again, you got to brake so much earlier compared to real life. It takes a minute for the muscle memory to kick in. A little bit wide again there. Got to turn in earlier. Final corners now to close out the lap. Easy on the power. Very rear end sensitive, but here we go up to the line, and it's going to be a 1:22.1. Okay, so we're literally exactly, I believe, 1 second away. Literally a full second. So let's get back to it. I've got a bit more things to try, so let's make some adjustments. I reckon we can get pretty close on the next lap, possibly already maybe even beat it. So now we're going to see if I can beat it. I think these adjustments are going to go a long way to really, help us find some time. I think the car's going to feel really good. We've now put the fuel on the lowest it can go. We're also going to increase the engine mode. So we'll go to party mode, as you can see on the dash. So now we're going to give that a go. Hopefully the back end stays in place. We've also gone a bit higher on the front and rear wing because we're going to run higher engine mode. We can afford to run a touch more wing and we'll have the same sort of straight line speed. So here we go. Let's see what we can do. Way more straight line speed there. Getting the rev limiter warning for downshifting too quick. This is going to be fast. Nicely done through turn 3. Back end trying to slip away. Got to be careful with the extra power. Flat through the right into turn 6. Track limits. Just about keeping it on the yellow and white line there. Down to turn 8. Again, you have to brake earlier with higher engine mode because you're carrying more speed. You have to bear that in mind. Clean lap so far though. Let's try and carry some speed through this chicane. Oh, that was fast. That was very fast. 1 sector to go. Back and getting away, keeping in 4th this time through there. This time we get the apex as well through that corner. A little bit wide at the penultimate corner there, just struggling to hold onto the car. Back end also fighting. Bit of a scruffy end for the lap. What's it going to be? Oh, it's a 29. 20.983. Whoa, what a lap. It's done. We've done it. It's not Singapore, baby. It's Australia, and we've delivered. I'll go one more time and see if I can go a bit quicker. So let's make some adjustments one last time and let's send it and see if I can try and shave off a couple more tenths. I reckon there's a little bit more in there, especially those final 2 corners. So let's do it. Oh my god. I will admit there's one thing that I don't like about this mod. It's a great car, but there's a bit too much engine power. It's a bit unrealistic, so I might tone it down to keep it in line with realistic speed traps. There we go. I'll take that. Very clean lap, running less engine mode. So we turned up the MGUH to motor, but we ran balanced on the MGUK rather than party mode. So keeping the straight line speed a bit more realistic, and I was still able to beat the lap. So happy with that. So as always, the setup for this one, I was running the Pirelli Ultra Softs. Again, I mentioned before, we have the Hypers available, but they were not used in this race weekend. Pressures, default, we had no tyre temp issues, so happy with the balance. Fuel, 6 litres, enough for an out lap and a timed lap. Electronics for the lap was set to balanced, and motor for the best lap. Of course, we did run party mode, but in a way it was a bit too aggressive, and also it was a bit too strong in this mod, so we're keeping it somewhat realistic. Even this was a bit too quick, and I probably could have just run battery and MGUH, but now that I've done the lap, I can't go back. Aero, I actually increased it quite a bit, so +2 on all 3, so front, left, front, right, and rear wing. Alignment default, dampers default, brake bias 52.5 on the lap, so 52 in the garage, but then on track I made a small 0.5 adjustment to have a bit less rear locking, and then dampers, suspension, everything else default, so that's your lot. Link down below to the mods for the track and the car, go check them out. Even though it's a bit too fast in the straight, it's very, very quick. I would say it's too fast in the straight and a bit too slow in the low speed corners, hence why in Singapore we were nowhere near the pole time. I think if I could redo the lap again, I think I'd get a lot closer with now what I know about this car and also about the track. I could also increase the track grip a little bit in Singapore compared to what I was running back then, and basically have it 100% grip, and that would make the lap times a lot closer. But anyway, it is what it is, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like the video, let's try and smash over 1,000 likes. Subscribe for more daily F1 content on my channel, guys. If you're new, please subscribe. It would really, really help me out. We are so close to 100,000 subs now, guys. And as always, a big shout out to the members for supporting the channel and the content. As always, check out the 2 videos on screen. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and this is goodbye from me.